Good evening and welcome to the GC News Saturday at 9. I'm Wheel326 subbing in for Charles G9 tonight.
And I'm qerqjeremy.
Our story begins with updates on the country's status and how reopening in the midst COVID-19 pandemic. This map shows in all 50 states, including the District of Columbia, and their current plans on opening up. Only one state, South Dakota, currently has no stay-at-home order in place, having less than 2,500 cases and 17 deaths. 24 states, including Texas, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, have already started to go in phase one of reopening. This includes allowing businesses to decide whether they want to open or not, and figuring out which are more essential than others. 10 states are planning and getting ready to move forward with phase one within the next few weeks, and 13 states and the District of Columbia are still keeping their stay-at-home orders in place until the number of growing cases decline. Governors are working with the national government on plans for following CDC recommended guidelines when reopening, and we'll have the latest updates on the story in the weeks to come.
With the good comes the bad. China has apparently been called out for lying about their situation with the coronavirus. The Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance has come out with a 15-page research document with some belief that the virus originated from the Wuhan Institute in Virology, a claim that was called out for a conspiracy theory due to the Chinese government's insistence that of its origins from the local wet markets. The document also claims that China tried to downplay any evidence against their involvement with the virus, some of which including burying any evidence of the virus in China, censoring any evidence of any asymptomatic carriers, and blocking any samples of the virus to other countries. There are also reports of search engine censoring, so anything relating to the virus cannot be searched up. The alliance created of the 5 leading English-speaking countries, the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, called China's handling of the virus an assault on international transparency. China has yet to respond to the document, so we hopefully plan to update you when it happens.
This past Thursday, California Governor Gavin Newsom announced the closure of all Orange County beaches, stressing that social distancing and staying at home to prevent the spread of the virus is crucial for flattening the curve further. Amidst the announcement, protesters gathered on Huntington Beach yesterday afternoon, demanding the beaches to be reopened, ignoring social distancing guidelines, and many without face masks. Twitter user TransDuck posted a video from above ground showing the protest with hundreds of cars honking and thousands of people gathered with no sign of social distancing. Newsom said Thursday that the closures are not an indictment of people that want to go to the beach, but rather an expression of a sincere desire to keep residents safe. On his Twitter less than an hour ago, tweeting, "Went to the beach today. Thousands were enjoying the sand and sun. It was certainly safer there than markets, liquor stores, and weed shops. Hashtag reopen California." As the California cases rise to over 50,000, it is expected to surge with these ongoing protests, and the state is not planning on reopening anytime soon.
Amazon recorded sales of $75.4 billion in the first 3 months of the year, a first quarter record for the e-commerce giant, as many consumers stepped up in their online practices during the coronavirus-fueled lockdowns. That translates into nearly 10,000 in sales every second, according to calculations from Christopher, portfolio manager of the J. Stern and Co. World Star Global Equity Funds. The numbers are frankly staggering. Ross Batch said in the note, Amazon's North America sales rose 29%, while AWS, the company's huge cloud computing segment, increased 33%. The company said in earnings released today, Thursday, at the same time, its cost of fueling all these customer orders jumped 34% as it hired thousands of new workers and increased pay. Amazon posted an operation profit of $3.9 billion for the quarter, a nearly 10% drop from their last period last year. Their current crisis is demonstrating the adaptability and durability of Amazon's business as never before. But it's also the hardest time we've ever faced. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos said in a statement, Bezos said the company would spend at least $4 billion on costs related to the COVID-19 outbreak in the coming 3 months, outlining an increase in personal protection equipment and paying bumps for workers, more intense cleaning of warehouses, and about $30 million to develop internal coronavirus testing capabilities.
Correction, $300 million.
I said million.
And now, let's get a check of your weather from Chief JSAC.
Yeah, we have some great weather going on. It is really weathering out there today. Let's take a look at the big board. You can see the look at your weekend weather. Today on Saturday, we had some clearing seasonal temperatures with a high of 68 degrees. Tomorrow, we got some partly sunny weather, but an isolated shower here and there, of course. Let's take a look at your Doppler radar. We have some little scattered showers up in the northeast corner, as well as over in the Texas area. Yes, the Texas area, of course. Currently outside, it is nice and calm. We have some calm winds with some 65-degree weather outside right now. Let's take a look outside overnight. We have some increasing clouds, a few showers, 52 degrees, of course. Sunrise is going to be at 50, good Lord, I can't read. 5:56 a.m. I cannot read tonight. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Of course, here's what's going to be the next 7 days of your life. Sunday, we have a nice warm, sunny day. It's 74 degrees. Monday, 58 degrees. Tuesday, 60 degrees. Wednesday at 60 degrees. Yes, Prime. Thursday, 62 degrees. Friday, 56 degrees. And Saturday at a high of 50 degrees. That's all I have over here. So let's toss it back to you boys at the desk.
Thank you, J-Sack. Coming up, Donald Trump confirms the health of King Jong-un.
And afterwards, Rick May's tribute for Team Fortress 2.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to GC News Saturday at 9. Our next story. Just hours ago, President Trump sent out a tweet saying, "I, for one, am glad to see us back and well," referring to North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, who was recently rumored to be dead after an unsuccessful surgery. He also included a tweet from a research assistant with a PhD in political science, Lambert, who posted pictures of the dictator opening a fertilizer factory in Suncheon, captioning hashtag Kim Jong-un at opening a fertilizer factory in north of Pyongyang. Korean Central TV. A U.S. official told CNN that the photos Trump retweeted were taken in the last 24 hours by North Korean state media. Questions regarding Kim's health were initially raised after he missed a celebration of his grandfather's birthday on April 15th. It's still uncertain whether these are confirmed, but more updates on the story are soon to come.
And finally, something good out of our week. On Friday, Valve released an update regarding the tribute of one of their update regarding the tribute of one of their voice actors, Rick May. Rick May, with some of his most notable work being Peppy Hare in Andros and Star Fox 64 and the Soldier in Team Fortress 2, contracted COVID-19 while teaching others to voiceover act and was unable to recover from the virus, resulting in his death on April 13th of this year. Valve's update to Team Fortress 2 will include the statue of his voiceover, the Soldier, with the phrase, "That was a hell of a campaign, son," on the base of his statue. The statue will be on all official maps until the end of May, according to in-game messages.
All right, turning over to me. Here with me now is Lucky CGT, presenter and staff member for various groups in the community, such as TOF and GCW, as well as a director for the OBC network. So, Lucky, welcome to the show. Yes, nice to have you here. Excuse me. Um. Oh. Okay, that was a mistake on our end, but don't worry about it. We can still move on. Lucky. So, how are you doing tonight? Good, good. So I would like to ask. Okay, up very late. I see. I would like to ask about your experience on 15 to 1 and the sort. Like, what else you do in the development community for both groups. Okay, you have your own talk show on OBC. What is the talk show called? Lucky. Okay. Okay, Lucky. That's a good name. Are there any other shows that you're presenting at the moment, or are there any other side projects that you're doing alongside? Yes, The Chase. It's a show that's been getting popular demand. It's nice to have you around for making a show that everyone seems to want. Oh, it's premiering soon. That's surprising. Well, folks, do you hear that? The Chase is coming soon, tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, from the man himself right here. Do you have anything else to say to our audience tonight? Yes, your experience with 15 to 1 that you won today's show certainly was. I came in a little late, so I wasn't there to see it, but I'm sure everyone enjoyed your performance and everything. I certainly agree. You know, we have GCW, TOF, TRN, DG, almost all of these groups getting together, you know, helping each other out and all that. It's very nice to have some projects going with each other, you know, get the games going. We're still doing things traditionally. And yet, yeah, I agree. I hope it is the start of something new as well. Yes, it's a pleasure to have you here, Lucky.
That was nice. Anyways, right after the break, Queen released a new album. Queen releases a new song with Adam Lambert.
And after that, we'll have a story about a man insulting the government, Whitmer, with plain message.
We'll be right back.
I st-
Welcome back to the amateur hour with our horrible hosts. Anyways, to start off our thing, Queen and Adam Lambert drop a new song today, or I think. Anyways, they dropped a new song from the COVID-19 fight, You Are the Champion. Brian May, Roger Taylor, and Lambert recently gathered virtually to record the new version of the Queen's classic, We Are the Champion. You Are the Champion was released early Friday on all streaming and download services, with proceeds going to the World Health Organization's COVID-19 solitary response. I thought this was a great way to use the legacy that we had to do something good in the world, May said. We don't really need to make money anymore. We don't need to be any more famous. What? Oh. We need to use what we have in the best possible way. For May, the release comes at the time of great sadness. The guitar earlier this week lost a friend who he liked, who likened was him. I can't read today. Who he likened was a brother to him, to the virus. That the closest it come to me personally, he said, adding it, giving real meaning to the death tolls broadcast daily on TV. Each one of those in a family tragedy, May said. Each one of those people lost to lose a loved one. I think psychology, the human race, is going to be very damaged. The music video shows caregivers and frontline workers from across the world as well as empty city scenes and band performing in their homes.
Our next story is Michigan had some serious issues with the virus during the past few months. Recently, Governor Whitmer has extended the stay-at-home order to May 28th to keep the spread of the virus from increasing quickly. Local business owner Ed Frederick and other feelings against the Whitmer. Ed uses his Piper propeller plane to create the message F you with an arrow pointed at her mansion, a trip which took an hour to make. He claims she's on a power trip to keep control of her position by locking down the state. He theorized that only 4 countries needed to close, and that would not play her Democratic base to do that. This wouldn't be the first time people went against her decision, as we reported earlier this week that armed protesters stormed the state capitol to oppose her stay-at-home plans. We'll keep you updated on anything changes with Michigan or any other states.
And finally tonight, Naughty Dog's hit new sequel, The Last of Us 2, was recently leaked earlier this week by an individual. The leak was reported to have contained massive spoilers for the game's story, which many fans were upset to have been leaked. This went as far as Naughty Dog themselves claiming a video that had only talked about the leak and not having spoiled it. This was finally put to rest after a Sony spokesperson came out and told the public it has identified the primary individuals responsible for the leaks earlier this week, followed by the leakers were not affiliated with Sony Interaction Entertainment or Naughty Dog. They refused to reveal any new information on the matter, saying it was being investigated.
All right, thank you. And coming up after this is Smash Family with Game Show Community Updates,
followed by hopefully JSAC's final weather check of the week. Stick around, we'll be back in a few. I could. Welcome back. Our final thing of the night, hopefully, is the Game Show Community Updates with Smash Whammy. So let's bring it to him to see what do we have tonight.
Welcome.
Where is
Today, I'm over here at the monitor. I'm not in the SOT. On the hour. Anyway, Superstar Trivia is being developed by Zoro 15, and it's coming soon. It's going to be an original idea of this for top. A Black with digital block will finally premiere on this upcoming Thursday for top. And as mentioned earlier, we had 15-1 with over 15 members total from everyone in the community. And of course, our guest Lucky won. As for TRN the Top's version of Deal No Deal, some extra stuff has been revealed. A double or nothing case similar to that of the UK version, Box 23, is in play. Plus the counter offers from the now probably dead version in the United States from last year. But no swapping your case. Once you choose your case, it's yours to keep, as Pastor Jack would probably say. Anyway, the host is also linked to be a woman. That's all I have. Let's toss it back to you guys. What?
Okay, well, since our executive producer realized that we had 5 extra minutes just now and thought we were ending now since we started 5 minutes later, we're throwing it to the final weather check with JSAC.
What?
Yeah, it's a final weather check, bud. You got
Weather?
any of it? Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for weather. I was just what?
Well, too bad. You better have some weather.
Okay, here's your weather. The weather. Let's take a look outside at the window right now.
Why is
it's dark out? It's dark out. There's your weather. It is dark out.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's some great
Well,
weather.
no,
we
I got more. I got more.
It's literally pitch black out right now.
Yes, it is. I have to fill 5 minutes. Good. Okay. All right.
More like 30.
I will do this. We have weather, and I've been told. Go to the weather board. Okay. Yes. Let's take a look. What's going on in your 7-day forecast? We have some warm weather. It's nice. You like warm weather? I enjoy warm weather. Yeah, it's warm. Nice and warm. We have some warm 70-degree weather tomorrow, followed by some cooler 58-degree weather on Monday. Tuesday, it'll be partly sunny in the 60s. Wednesday, there's a chance of some rain, just a slight chance of rain in the 60-degree area. Thursday, we have some clouds and some sun at 62 degrees. Friday, partly sunny at 56 degrees. And Saturday, partly sunny, 50 degrees. Let's see. What else do I have? I have this button that brings up the overnights. Here it is. So we have increasing clouds, 56 a.m. Not 50, not 50, whatever. No, 5:56 a.m. And with that, what do I do now? I'm getting word from my producer that I throw it back to the people at the desk. There you go.
Well, that will be the end of the show today, folks.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up, Ray. That's the news for now for
Wait,
qerqjeremy
Can we table talk?
What?
Guys, I want a table talk.
We're not wrapping up.
Apparently,
we got
we're
a few
not-
minutes, so
Yeah, we got
Never
time. Let's table
mind.
talk. Let's table
Do
talk.
we have the button that says table talk?
I don't know if we have the button that says
Oh,
table
boy.
talk.
Hold on. He's trying to
Let's
find
find
it.
Find it.
Yeah.
Hey, so-
There we go. There we go.
So normally I would do Day of Days, but since I can't do that since I'm up here, it's Dwayne the Rock Johnson's birthday today.
Oh yeah, it is
Birthday?
Dwayne's birthday today. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's
The
also
Rock.
it's also one of the it's a princess's birthday today as well.
Which
The princess?
It's the British one. I forgot what specific one.
What,
There's too
Prince
many.
William?
Lucky. Lucky. Which princess's
Uh,
birthday is it today, Lucky?
Lucky would know.
Yeah,
yeah,
there we go.
Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Okay.
Princess Charlotte.
I like
What-
to say hi to my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my aunt, my
Fine,
couple of friends.
Get him out of here!
I would like to say
Right,
hi.
this is not the
Spinning
Price
the
is
big
Right.
Lucky, please
I thought I
remove
was
him
spinning the
from
big
the set.
wheel. I was
No.
spinning the big wheel, wasn't I?
There
This
is
is
no
not the
big
big wheel.
wheel.
There's no big wheel in the studio right now. Oh, guys, speaking of
Oops.
wheel, do you guys recall what happened on Wheel of Fortune tonight? It seems that we had like a really good contestant on tonight's show.
good?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, he was solving puzzles like crazy. I got to see that happen. He was
Well,
like
I mean,
Wow.
one letter,
People
one
like
spin,
Caitlin
one
Burke.
solve. Yeah.
That's a-
He-
Literally pulled a Caitlin Burke.
Well,
That doesn't sound legal.
Well, I mean, we
I
need
might
better
check
Google
TF2
detection
after
systems.
this.
Wait,
Jason,
how does one Google?
there's probably a
I
website
don't know
that has
how
all
you-
the answers.
There probably is some sort of site out there.
there is a website out there.
Saturday
Yeah,
literally
no,
becomes just everything goes wrong, and that's the way I love it.
But-
and then weekdays are just robot days. That's the way I
Okay.
like it.
All right. Since I have just 1 minute left, I'm gonna give you guys.
We have 5 seconds left.
I'm gonna give
Well,
you guys.
Okay, we're just gonna wrap it up
That's-
here.
that's-
That's what it is.
that's-
We're gonna
that's-
have the rest of the
At the
day. I'm
end of the
waiting
show,
to see you tomorrow.
Your brain
No,
teaser
no,
of the
no,
week.
no,
Here's
no,
your
no,
brain
no.
teaser. I like
No, we're done. We're done. We're done. We'll
That's
see
this
you
round.
all Wednesday. Thursday, Donnie, we'll see you Wednesday, guys. We'll be back next week.
Saturday, I don't know.
Wednesday at 6. Wednesday at 6. We'll be back. Stay safe. Good night. Johnny and Hurst will be here.
Okay.
No! No, not till Monday. Not till Monday.
No, you can't do that.
No, delete.
No, get rid of the get out of here.
This
Go.
is not
Go.
the Air Conjuring show. Done.
I'm